oxygen. So give it up for Max Boyajian, everybody!
I like that the sound guy was like, this guy looks like he loves nu metal. That's his jam, for sure. Oh man, the worst kind of music. Hey, how's it going? I am new here. Let's do a little bit about me, because obviously you don't know me, I don't know you, but let's keep it to this side. I was raised by a single mother. That's a thing about me. Anyone else here raised by a single mother? All right, cool. Got a few people. These people probably know there's a couple things you learn being raised by a single mother. The first thing you learn is how to cook for yourself. You know, your mom's out working. You got to do like. Does anyone know how to fucking blanch veggies? This guy does. I got it. Excellent cook. The second thing you learn is the lyrics to every Bonnie Raitt song. You're being raised by a sad woman, and there's got to be music for that. So that's that's my deal. I just moved here from Brooklyn, New York. That's where I came from. Apparently, you can't just keep on paying rent with dreams. So I was like, let's do something sensible. But I mean, honestly, take a look at me, right? I'm a 30s bartender who wears skinny jeans and has opinions on metal and climate change. Brooklyn's full. I'll kick rocks. I'll get the fuck out. I'll go where I'm needed, where my vote actually matters, and like Christian parents can use me as an example at a diner. That's what I'm looking for. Just like me, head down, smelling like whiskey, and then a couple like nice people just going like, that's what happens if you don't do your homework. You get that fucking mess. And then I'll fucking lean into it too. I'll be like, I learned how to use a lathe. And any Luthers in here? Okay, actually that's how to make a guitar. Fun facts. My name is Max Boyajian. That is super Armenian. That name. I know I don't look Armenian because I don't have any exposed chest hair or gold chains, but I assure you, I am Armenian. The way you can always tell an Armenian is their last name will almost assuredly end in an IAN. That's how it works. Thank you for recognizing that and talking during my set. That is a fantastic move. It always ends in an IAN. You know, you get like the Kardashians and every member of System of a Down. And there's not that many famous Armenians. Kevorkian? Okay. I guess what I'm trying to say with that joke is I get why that genocide happened. Okay. Real touchy. Look, let's put it this way. If you didn't laugh at that joke, I will assume you're Turkish and we'll meet outside later. That is a joke about history. I love being an Armenian hipster. It's so fun because you just get to be a dickhead about genocide. Like it's so nice where people are just like, oh, Holocaust, and you're just like, this one happened a little bit before. You kind of laid the groundwork. Oh, you like the Beatles? This is more Herman's Hermits. Yeah, the one person who knows who the fuck Herman's Hermits are. Your host, Shannon Norman. Guys, I am not originally from New York. I was born in the state of Florida. There's different pool rules in Florida than in the North. Just so we all know, the rules for like the North is just like if anyone has a pool at their house, they're rich. Like, oh, we're just throwing out my buddy's house. You're like, oh, your buddy's a super fancy boy. Okay, sure. But in Florida, you're just like, hey man, why you got this pool? And they're like, where else are my kids gonna die? Like that's, they're very, they don't take care of their children in that state. Well, guys, I ride my bike a lot. That's I'm a cyclist, obviously. Well, the guy with glasses and a mustache rides a bike. like shattered. It's not. It's we all get it. The way I like to vacation, the way I have fun is I will ride my bike really long distances. And there was a time a couple years ago that me and a bunch of comedians, we rode our bicycles across the state of Ohio. Like we just rode across the whole state and did like stand-up shows throughout the state. And the thing about riding a bicycle is that you can't take like highways. So you have to take all these little back roads and things like that to get from like point A to point B. And so I saw the real Ohio. And here's the thing about the real Ohio, there are a fuck ton of Confederate flags. Despite it being a northern territory, but that's not my job to explain it to them. Now, I am from Florida. I'm well acquainted with these stars and bars. I've seen it, and in Florida, at least you get that excuse, right? It's a bullshit excuse, it doesn't work, but at least it makes sense where people are just like, it's heritage, not hate! And you're like, you sound angry. That's like, okay, sure, heritage, not hate. But in Ohio, if you're just like going around a city and you see a guy with this flag and you're just like, hey man, what's up? Woo! What's up with that flag? They just gotta be like, oh, that flag? Yeah, that's hate. Yeah, for sure, 100%, that's hate. I'll tell you what, now that we've opened a dialogue, I'd say it's mostly for the blacks, but as long as we're getting into it, also Latinos. That is my character, Lance the affable bigot. You don't like his opinions, but you'll let him buy you a beer. He's a bad dude in general. All right. Well, what are we doing here? Let's close it out with some fun stuff, right? We talked about genocide and racism. Do we? What's another horrible? Let's go abortion with this one. No, I don't have any abortion jokes. I'm classier than that. No, let's talk about this. Cryptids. Y'all know about cryptids? Y'all know what cryptids are? Oh, I'm sorry, you may not understand me. Yins know what cryptids are? Is it? Okay. So cryptids are cryptozoological creatures. Every area of the country has their own, and they're all amazing. So you have like, kind of like the Northeast has the Jersey Devil, the Southwest has Chupacabra, and like the Pacific Northwest has Bigfoot, and Florida has my favorite cryptid, the skunk ape. That's right. The skunk ape. I'm sorry, you may not know that term. Some people also call it the swamp ape, and other people call it swamp cabbage man. Basically, it's just a hominid creature that it's like hairy and it smells terrible. That's the whole thing. It's just they took Bigfoot and they were like, well, let's make it smell bad. And by the way, I'm not talking about my cousin's ex-husband. He no longer lives near Gainesville, Florida. He lives in jail. That's where he lives now. But it's the most fucking Florida thing ever. It's just like, we're gonna steal that, we're gonna make it smell like shit. That's ours right now. And the interactions are so different between like the people in the Pacific Northwest that see Bigfoot, and they're just like, I was on a 3-day ayahuasca bender. And pine trees everywhere, was beautiful, and I know that I was tripping. But I saw this. I looked over by a tree and there's something moved, and I looked at it, and then we locked eyes, and I got it. Respect. Like, that's what it was. And then Florida, you just have the skunk ape where there's just like someone in the swamp that just goes like, I was out there tooling around my airboat, and then I seen it. A monkey what smells like shit. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right. Your next act coming to the stage. Kind of special.